This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations, whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Uh, can you guys hear me now? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Woohoo! Guys, from my end, it was totally working just fine. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna briefly go through. Sorry about that. I'm briefly gonna go through the names of everybody here, but I'm not gonna read through every single thing I just did. So if you guys don't mind, I hope you don't mind. First person up, who is gone now. I believe it was gosh, it's not working anymore. Um, who was the first person? Jerry Minosa was the first comment, and it says that it was deleted. I don't know why, but Jerry Minosa left a comment that said just plainly, "Happy Happy Labor Day," and then Hungry Jerk was oh my god, a whole like, almost a whole bunch of comments just got erased somehow from my list here, but Hungry Jerk is here, Lance Chafin is here, Unicorn Rampant Studio is here. Sorry about this. A whole bunch of your messages got, deleted, from my, screen that I can see here. Ace Moonshot, thank you for trying to tell me that I was muted. And thank you. I really appreciate that. Let's see if I could get you a nice little thank you. Uh, Here we go. Okay, yeah, just so weird. Yeah, that's just so weird, guys. I don't know what happened because on my end it was saying that it wasn't mute. It looks just like how it looks right now. And for some reason it's oh man, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And Unicorn Rampant Studio, I can't find your message, but you said that you went for a walk and you went to the art station, and I was like, oh my god, I miss doing that. I miss going to the art store because we used to have one around here, and now it's gone. And yes, thank you so much. Um, Yes, it's so hard to do both, like, it's so hard to, like, check that and, like, go bouncing back and forth, it really is, but I will, try my best to keep doing that. I guess I will have to do that every single time, but I'm not the only one this happens to. I watched a young lady, who has a morning show, and every time she starts, it's the same thing with the muted. So I don't know what's going on. And this time it was not my fault. This was StreamYard's issue. So I had to actually get out of StreamYard and come back in, which is slightly annoying. But guess what? Today is a chill stream. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to exhale and everything's gonna be fine. I just am super super glad you guys stuck around. Who else was here? Korgoth Killings is here. I know I saw him. Ace Moonshot. We got down, and Daryl Johnston is here. Bat Dance Tots is here. Thank you for trying to help me out, guys. You're so sweet. I just can't believe it went. I went on and on for so long. Let's see. Um, and we'll keep going until um, Daryl Calhoun is here. Hello, Daryl Calhoun. And let's see who else. Um, Oh, you have 2 different okay. So Calhoun is here, Daryl Johnston is here. Any other Oh, Sonic Mojo is here. Hello. Hi, Sonic Mojo. Oh my God. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You're a, you're a sweetheart. Yes, I had to reboot it, Lance. It was just too insane. I can't believe that that happened, but I mean, life is not exciting unless it's exciting, right? um oh, okay. So thank you. You think that Keith E accidentally deleted the comment? Yeah. But it's also on my end here. It looks like there's a whole chunk of comments you guys left earlier that's just gone. So we are all gremlins, Unicorn Rampant Studio says. Let's see. All right. And oh, Sonic Mojo says, "Hi, hun, you rock. I love your show. Thank you so much. I'm really trying to improve it little by little as much as possible. I got to get the sound thing together. It seems that seems to be the biggest issue. All right. Well, here I had a few topics that I thought we would be kind of cool to talk about. And Keith E, in one of the messages that got deleted, or I can't seem to find it, mentioned something about possibly us talking about movies that involve uh, offices and things to do with labor. And a couple of movies came to mind. Like he mentioned Office Space, and he also mentioned oh no, he mentioned Office Space, but I was thinking about also movies like 9 to 5, and I was thinking about movies like the one that Sally Field was in, where she was a union person. Do you guys let's chat about that for a minute, just like a general chit chat about that. I'm gonna write down some titles while we're at it. Can you guys think of any movies to do with working workers, that kind of thing? So Office Space is definitely our number one because what an incredible movie. Um, and there was also like a Christmas movie that came out that was a Christmas Office Party. That was really that was really hilarious in a really tacky way, and I love that. um, and yes, 9 to 5. Let's see, and let's start off with oh, Jack is here. Hello. Says, hello from Texas. Just got my first rainfall since July 8th. Oh my goodness. Back from the lake for good. The cruiser owners are back from watching glaciers melt in Alaska. I'm so ready for a cool fall. Yes, just a little cool breeze right now would be nice. It is really warm where I'm at. It's been dancing around the 90s lately. And I think the thing about this area here is that it's incredibly moist and the air has a lot of moisture. So every degree is just makes it feel like a hot sauna. And so right now I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm actually gonna have to get another spacesuit because it has been punished this summer. And it's just incredible how much the weather is just so impactful. I have the fan just blowing on full speed right now. Let's see. When Blake Hall says, "Now you're there," what movie is that from? That we just saw a sequence from all those dining room tables and champagne glasses. You know what? That's what I've been searching for. I've been searching for to find out where that came from. So yeah, if anybody knows, let us know if you know. Um, and let's see. Um, And William Boycall says, "Hey, Jack, you missed a sound blackout." Yes, there was a sound blackout. Okay, so Ace Moonshot's got a great one. The network, right? Network. That's yeah, that's a good one. And Gerald Calhoun mentions Norma Ray. Man, it's been years since I've seen that movie. I wonder if the pacing will get to me because sometimes, after watching so many, modern pacing, you're just kind of like, oh no. If you watch something from a long time ago, it just feels a little slower than you remember. Um, so I wonder if that's the case or if it's just going to be so brilliant. It might be just that. And William Blake Hall says Normal Ray with Sally Field and also Ron Liebman. Oh, cool. And Sonic Mojo says, I loved 9 to 5. Yes, wasn't that such a good movie? I mean, it was fun, but also it was speaking of something that was going on in many offices. So, like, my mom at the time was a secretary, and there was a lot, she would tell me things that happened to her at work. And yeah, it was very similar. And Daryl Calhoun says Silkwood. And I remember that Silkwood with Cher. Cher was in Silkwood. Um, And I believe Sam Elliott also was in that movie as well. William Blake Hall says, Mate One was about unionization. Had James Earl Jones. Oh wow, I never heard of this one. Yeah, I never heard of Mate One before. And Sonny Mojo says, Office Space is gold, isn't it? It's just wonderful. Of course, my favorite scene is when they utterly destroy that printer. Oh my gosh. It was so satisfying. Even though I don't condone violence, that movie, uh, they built it up really good. They built up the frustration behind like everyone trying to use that machine and it just being such a pain in the butt, and their rage was double fold because it was about the equipment and how faulty it was, and but it was also about the company, how much they hated the way they were being treated. And it's just so incredible to see them kind of take some sort of power, even though it was more of a passive way of taking that frustration out that they had. And Jack says the ultimate struggle between labor and capital is Metropolis. Yes, and what you guys didn't hear was me talking about Metropolis at no end while I was mute. An incredible movie about that, and definitely centralized around the workers and how terribly they were being treated. Um, and Oh, Gattaca. Yes, 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 yes. So true. Yes, I do love that. Gattaca is a really great movie. I can't wait to review it one day. So it is on my list of movies to review eventually. Um, and Bat Dance Thought says Die Hard. The whole movie takes place at a company party. Yes, so true. Oh, wow. You guys are coming out with some good ones. Oh, wow. Yes. Die Hard. Yes, it was a Christmas party. Yes. We got the double fold Christmas and office party. Brazil. It was a great one too. Because a lot of it was about the main character dealing with his job and the bureaucracy there. And Unicorn mentions Clerks. Yeah, what a brilliant little film. Um, what a brilliant little film. Uh, just I don't know. Kevin Smith was on another level when he made that one. And Daryl Johnson says the first thing I thought of was Cool Hand Luke, only because I was using a grass whip this morning. What is cool? I've never seen Cool Hand Luke. What is that about? Yeah, let me know what that is all about. Oh look, Darth Plato is here. Hello, Darth Plato. How are you? So good to see you. And let's see. And Daryl Calhoun says, not the Whip movie. And Daryl Calhoun also mentioned Soylent Green. Yes, what a great movie. Um, and also Repo Man. Bright Lights, Big City with Michael J. Fox. Or oh, so okay, so he did two ones like that, right? Didn't he do the Something of My Success? I always forget the title. The Secret to My Success or something. They were both the like similar movies. Gung Ho, yes, Gung Ho. With Michael Keaton. That's a good one, Brogu. The story portrayed the takeover of an American car plant by Japanese corporation. Yeah. Uh, and Ace Moonshot says Cabin in the Woods. Oh, refresh me on that one. It's been a while. It's been a while for that one. Jack says, Mate One was a great film. My grandfather was there for the Cold Wars, had to flee Illinois. Oh, wow. And Sonic Mojo says, Gung Ho is really good too, yes. And Daryl Johnson says, yes, Brogu, I was going to say that, meaning Gung Ho, right? Um, and let's see. Uh, and Ace Moonshot says, "Gotta love Dolly." Yes, she's just a treasure. She is a real treasure, American treasure for sure. And Keith E says, "Gunho was, I was at the Ramada Inn eating silver dollar pancakes." Oh, that's cool. See. And Sonic Mojo says, "My aunt took me to see that movie when I was like 9 years old at the movie theater when I was a kid." Oh. Oh, and oh, look, theme park casual is here. Hello, how are you? Says, hey kids. Hey kids. Oh man. And Ace Moonshot says Mata One is a true story. Wow. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says the movie Take This Job and Shove It automotive industry. And um oh, the hidden is here. How are you? Says Retro Nerd Girl. Happy Labor Day. Well, happy Labor Day to you as well. Thanks for being here. Um, and William Blake Hall says, excellent call, Jack. The heart must mediate between the head and the hands. Yes, that's a wonderful part of the movie. That's wonderfully explained by the end. I think a lot of people don't get to the end before they are like they give up on the story. um, William Blake Hall says when discussing office space, the word we may be looking for is catharsis. Probably, yeah. There's something. I mean, there's a lot of just downright comedic stuff that's just. I've never laughed as hard at some of that, but also just some real stuff that kind of hits you. The hidden says sounds like Elysium. Oh, is there? Should I write down Elysium? And Sonic says, how about Grandma's Boy? Now I have not heard of Grandma's Boy. These are all new to me. Those that's definitely new. And Sonic says Grandma's Boy mostly takes place in an office space, making a video game. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Oh, Tron could be considered an office movie then too, right? I think so because they all kind of work from the office um, to try to overtake the building. William Blake Hall says the financial thrillers are very office heavy. I would recommend Margin Call with Jeremy Irons and Kevin Spacey. Okay, Margin Call. And Ace Moonshine says Cool Hand Luke, Paul Newman masterpiece, prison movie. Mm. So I have to think about if it should be on this list then. Um, and then Ace Moonshot says Up in the Air, firing office workers. And Sonic Mojo says, yes, the secret of my success is even better, I would say. Oh, okay, so I wasn't crazy about that. I was like, they knew that there was another Michael J. Fox movie. Um, oh, and 1984. Thank you, Brooks Peterman. Very, very glad to have you in the stream. That's a great one, 1984. The secret of my success. Um, and Korgot says, I love Grandma's Boy. He says, falling down, especially when he orders a McDonald's. And Jack Beaumont says, uh, Jack de Beaumont says, what we had here was a failure to communicate. Struther, Martin, and Cool Hand Luke. I probably need to see this movie. um, Keith E says, before bro, Google says, hit the hit the thumbs up. Oh yes, hit the thumbs up button. Is that what's he saying? If you're liking what's happening here, just give me a thumbs up. And let's see, Danny Staten is here. Hello, Danny. Hi. Says greetings from South Carolina. And look, oh my goodness, Simply Steve 68 is here. Says, hey, oh, hey there. Good to see you last night in the chat over at Mark C with a D. Mark D with a C. I keep getting it mixed up. Mark C with the D's channel, which was really a lot of fun. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says, LOL gung ho. I called it. Take this job and shove it. This song was in the movie. Oh, really? Uh, yeah, wait a minute. Did I see? Because I saw that like maybe in the last 4 years again, and uh, for some reason it had tones of it like I keep getting it mixed up uh with his other movie with his other movie like what's the other one? I did a review for it and I can't remember it. I'll come to me eventually. um Ace Moonshot says Cabin in the Woods horror comedy as secret organization in an office setting sacrifices people in horror scenarios, to appease the Cthulhu type demon. Wow. Okay, I guess it makes the list. Even though it's fantasy or horror. Um, let's see. And Danny Staten says, "Happy holidays to all." Oh, thank you. Happy holiday to you as well. Hope you're enjoying a nice day off. Uh, and Jack Lamont says, "Take this job and shove it" was set in a brewery. Okay. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Blade Runner replicates are all doing their jobs." Replicants, yes. Oh yeah, Working Girl, yes, with Griffith, Melanie Griffith, and Harrison Ford, and Sigourney Weaver. Great movie. Um, I think it will be. Really love that movie so much. I watch it like regularly, really. Bergu says all the president's men about Watergate scandal. Two journalists investigate. Hmm. Okay. Well, I'll put a pencil in that one. They're all doing their jobs, aren't they? Okay. Uh, and William Blake Hall says, "I love the song for Working Girl. Not much else." Oh, you didn't like the movie. It runs through that like it's been done a million times with these romantic comedies. So that's basically what it is. It's a romantic comedy. So you're that I do like romantic comedies to a certain degree. Um, but I love science fiction much, much more. And Sonic Mojo says, "How about Falling Down the Michael with Michael Don Douglas? It's about the loss of a job and the cop that's looking for our protagonist in the movie spends most of his day in the office tracking him." Oh, okay. Falling Down. Didn't somebody? I'm not sure if somebody mentioned it or if I wrote it down already. Falling Down. Uh, um, yes. Korgop Killings says Brazil, and yep, we have that one. And Unicorn Ramping Studio agrees about Falling Down. Incredible film. And William Blake Hall says is let's see, agreeing with Brogu about the president's men. All very true. All the president's men is excellent, very office based. Plus, we get to see the Library of Congress. Ooh, all right. Yep, I already have it written down. Um, and so Jack says, I lived office space in real life." Me too. Over 30 years, the computer manufacturer that employed me went through the same evolution of an American corporation. Yep. I've had several um, different jobs where they did the very same thing. Uh, yeah, not cool. And Ace Moonshot says, the Belco experiment. It's just so crazy how many things that you guys are mentioning I have never heard of before. And William Blake also says lots of offices in The Insider, starring Al Pacino, Russell Crowe, and Christopher Plummer about exposing big tobacco. Okay, The Insider. Okay, I wonder if coma would fit the bill. I think so. I think coma would fit the bill. I love that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, and and I do own it, so I'm due for a rewatch really soon. Keith E says, I was out of work for 6 months, and when I came back, they moved my office to the basement. Oh, what? With payroll that afternoon, somebody gave me a red stapler. I still have it. Ah. Oh, man. And William Blake Collins says, not a movie, but I miss the show Mad Men so much of it was in offices. Oh, oh yeah. And um, Ace Moonshot says, The Devil Wears Prada. I was actually trying to think of this when I thought of Working Girl. Oh, okay, yes, Devil Wears Prada. About a very, very toxic working place. Oh, look, Latino Slant is here. Hi, how are you? How's it going? Happy Labor Day. Wow, so cool to see you here. And Sonic Mojo says, I also would like to vote for Reaper Man. Oh, 1984, it's hilarious. Okay, so how do I give you guys votes for it? I'll put a little dot next to it. And Ace Moonshot says, I struggle a lot with rom-coms. Yeah, sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they abuse the formula a little bit too much. But I do like uh, sometimes they can be when they're wholesome. I kind of like that too. So it depends on my mood. Kurt Killing says, "Where the buffalo roam." What's that about? You guys tell me what these are about. I've never heard about this one. Guys are teaching me. I'm learning. Jack says, Reaper Man is hilarious. A great snapshot of 80s Americana. And the Hidden says, Richard or Girl, do you view the movie Free Jack, starring actor Emilio Estevez, as a romantic comedy? I never saw Free Jack. Is it a is it a romantic comedy? I've never heard of Free Jack. Sorry. And ooh, Grogu, Glenn Ross. Yeah, we might as well throw Wall Street in there too, right? Wall Street. Um, what's the most recent like kind of Wall Street movie? I forgot the name of it. With Margot Robbie and uh, Leonardo DiCaprio. Forgot about that one. And Rose A says Glengarry is a great pick. Yes, I haven't I haven't even seen that one in years. Latino Slant says, let's do Repo Man retrospective. Why not? I just have to see it because I've never seen it. I may have to do a watch party first. Yes, but I'm down. Let's see. Uh, Sonic Mojo says, how about Empire Records? The whole movie takes place in a record shop, and it's hilarious. That's work related. Yes, it is. Why not? Um, Empire Records. I think that's really cool. Um, and Simply Steve 68 says career opportunities. Okay. Okay. And Jack says, how about Jack Nicholson as Jimmy Hoffa? Um, I'm not sure. You'll have to convince me. How I didn't see the movie, but uh, how was how does that apply? Let me know. Tell me. Help me out. Okay, William Blake Hall says, Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, yes. Although half the time, The Office is a Chinese restaurant across the street. Oh yeah. Um, and William Blake Hall says, Jack, yes, Hoff, also Danny DeVito. Oh, and also now, oh, Hoffa, yes. Um, I was thinking that maybe American Psycho as well. American Psycho could go in there. Um, and William Blake also says, career opportunities stuck in Target store overnight with Jennifer Connelly. Not a bad time, right? She's really pretty and really, nice. Simply Steve says, employee of the year. Okay. Okay. Um, And okay, so William Blake Hall says Free Jack is a rather bad science fiction, but retro may find a cheesy appeal in it. Oh, okay. I'm say no more. It's probably my kind of film. And Jack says, "Where the Buffalo Roam" is about a journalist, Hunter Thompson, who was a very interesting guy. And oh yes, Ace nailed it. Wolf of Wall Street, that's the one that I was thinking of. Um, yes, that's the one. Um, and Simply Steve says, yeah, pre-reduction Conley. Oh. Keith, he says, I saw the Target movie, but never knew the name of it. Oh, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says, oh, what about the game? Oh, yeah. Okay, Sean Penn, Michael Douglas, the game. And William Blake Hall says The Wolf of Wall Street is DiCaprio and Margot Robbie. Yes. Um, very incredible movie. Definitely made a very, very big impression for Margot Robbie. I mean, she was really beautiful in it, but also people took notice of her as an actress, but also as an incredible beauty. And William Blake Hall says, Robbie floored me. I thought someone found a supermodel that could act, right? Yeah, she's beautiful and she can act. So that's really incredible. But it's really funny that when she came out, I really thought she looked like a few other actresses that were circling the circuit. So I was like, "Oh, she looks like that other person," but now she's unmistakable. And William Blake Hall says the game is cool, a serious head trip. Oh, really? And uh, and Keith E says Barbie is still beating the bomb. And Sonic Mojo says, whoever said Gattaca, that one is choice also. You got you got sci-fi and office. Yes, I mean Gattaca is just one of the most beautiful science fiction movies ever, and it's got such a wonderful message in there too. It was something that I really, after seeing it, I was just like, wow, that was really good. The acting was just superb. Unicorn Man from Studio says, the movie with Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. Oh yes, 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 yes. Now I can't remember it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. This is really bugging me out now. See? Oh man. I'll remember it soon. Oh, somebody's gonna mention it in the chat. Brogu says 2005, The Intern. Robert De Niro plays an assistant to Anne Hathaway. Oh, I've never seen that before. Robert De Niro plays an assistant. Um, Trading Places, yes. I mean, it's like one of my favorite movies, my favorite comedies of all time. Thank you, Keith E. Uh, Trading Places. It was so good. I remember, when my mom took me to see that in the theater, just all the chuckles, all the chuckles. And, Unicorn says, "LOL, she's, really pretty. She's nice." Still chuckling. Yes. Sonic Mojo says, "American Psycho." Yes, that's also in The Office. And yes, he's a psycho. How perfect is it? Absolutely. Yes. Trading Places. And Simply Steve says, Free Jack, a sort of time travel sci-fi, has Mick Jagger. Oh, really? Now, let me just make sure that I did write that down. Let's check. And Latino Slant says, Repo Man is probably my top uh, uh, 580s film. Um, I think you oh, my probably my top 80s films and my top 20 films of all time for me. Oh, wow. And your top 20? Oh, wow. Yes. Well, we must do something together with that film. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never seen it, so I've heard about it. People have told me about it, but oh, sorry, excuse me, guys. Ah, there we go. That's my alarm. And that I we have to do something together. Yes, we'll talk. We'll talk. And Ace Moonshot says, The Martian. Um, so it The Martian, it's been a while since I've seen The Martian. So The Martian in space is like an office in space. Oh, yes. Okay. Everybody's mentioning Trading Places now. We've opened up the floodgates, and simply Steve 68 says, and then you've got the internship with Vaughn and Wilson. The intern, and then there is the internship. Okay. Again, you guys are teaching me new stuff. William Blake Hall also says, "Oh, I have an oldie, Executive Suite." Okay, and uh, Caddyshack. I don't know if that's an office one. I mean, I mean, we do have some people who are working and on something, but it's um, maybe we'll pencil that out and we'll think about it. We'll ponder it. We'll ponder it. Training day, yes. Training day. I would say yes, because a lot of people um, have to encounter people like that are, you know, they have to encounter the stuff that happens in training day sometimes, and uh, it's an ugly truth. And Jack says Jimmy Hoffa was the president of the Teamsters Union, one of the largest unions of his time. Hoffa was convicted after being released from prison, ran the union again. Then he just disappeared. Ooh, okay, well, we're gonna put it in there. What was the name of the movie? It was just I think it was just called Hoffa. Okay. Thank you, Jack. That was really great information. As I did not see it. Uh, William Blake Hall says training day, work related, but a lot of riding around. Yes. It's on the very edge of the list. And Sonic Mojo says Repo Man. Awesome. You got sci-fi, punk, rockers, and The Office. Oh, I need to see it. I need to see this. Um, and Burger says, how about Strictly Business and Boomerang, both with Eddie Murphy? Okay, that's, Strictly Business. I haven't seen that in a long time. Um, and yes, Boomerang is definitely one of those films. Definitely an office related one. And Daryl says, I forgot the office theme. Oh, and William Blake Hall says, strictly business, early glimpse of Halle Berry before her debut in Jungle Fever. Oh, so was she in Boomerang and I thought she was in Boomerang, but was she in both? Interesting. Keith E says, and my gosh, in Jungle Fever, right? She had to play a very was not exactly excited about the character she had to play in that movie. Keith E says, wasn't there a movie about Indians working for an American company and they were in India? Oh, uh, yeah, I never have not heard of. I don't know that movie. And Ace Moonshot says, Martian, a guy stuck on Mars. NASA tries to get him back. NASA is the office. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I have it down. And Fight Club, yes, Blazing Asian. Thank you for that one. Thank you. Um, Fight Club. Taking down corporate structures. And Bonzo Kilborn says, Retro working hard on Labor Day. I can dig it. Has anyone said 9 to 5 yet? Yes, that's one of the first ones. Can't help but love that movie. But yeah, I'm not. If you can call this work, I do love it. It's fun for me, and I'm learning, guys. I'm learning, so I can't go wrong. Uh, and Ace Moonshine said wanted and the Matrix start and briefly into two offices. Oh, okay, yeah, Wanted does. Yes, Wanted. I love that. I love Wanted. I love that movie so much. It is. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I do love it. Um, and The Matrix. Yeah, I do love Wanted with Angelina Jolie. Oh, she's so good in that. But and the thing is that she's very standoff in that movie. She's not really like the main character or anything, but she's sort of like the bait a little bit. Sonic Mojo says Pushing Tin with John Cusack and um, Billy Bob Thornton about air traffic controllers. Also great fun. Okay, Pushing Tin. Okay, I may have to do an analyzation to find out which movies are the officeest. Which one has more office stuff than any other? Because we get like, oh yeah, this starts in with an office and this ends with an office. But like, is it really about an office? Hmm. Well, I'll have to dig into that. I'm gonna love my little side projects that I'm going to be creating for myself around this. And what Eddie Murphy is not in Strictly Business, but Halle Berry is in both. Oh, okay. Thank you, William Blake Hall. Thank you for straightening that up for me. Um, yeah, because I was wondering, Strictly Business. Um, let me get a gauge on what that is. Maybe I'm not knowing what Strictly Business is. 1991 movie. Sam Rockwell is in it. Tommy Davidson. Okay, yes. Okay, I know what this movie is. Uh-huh. Let's give it, I want to share this with you guys so you can see it too. Why not? Share screen so we can look at it together. Share. Yeah, there it is. Strictly Business. Let's see. Um, with Tommy Davidson and this guy. And I've not seen this guy since this movie. There's a good one. Good picture of all three of them. It's been a while. I need to take a look at this again and see if it's any good. And Brogu says, my mistake. Tommy Davidson was the lead in Strictly. Okay, so Tommy Davidson is the main guy in there. And Sonic Mojo says, I would vote for Fight Club also, but I'm a dude, so of course I'm gonna vote for it. Yes. And William Blake Hall says, good calls, Ace. I was thinking of Wanted and The Matrix. Yes, those are really good ones. And Ace Moonshot says, outsourced. All right, outsourced. We have definitely over 50 movies already that we've identified. Guys, hold on a minute. All right, thank you for waiting, guys. I have all these different alarms and stuff that help me with my regular weekday. All right, so Bonzo Kilburn says, intern Anne Hathaway, Bobby De Niro. De Niro plays a retiree who shows up to be Hathaway's, I suppose, intern is what you're saying. And Blazing Asian says, Night Shift with Michael Keaton. Oh, wow. I'll write that down. Night Shift. Michael Keaton did a lot of Mr. Mom is the one that I was thinking about before. Mr. Mom, that's also kind of, it's like the outside of Office related because he does, like, he gets fired and he's working to try to get his way back. And at the end, and, it all goes bust and he gets his job back. But it's lightly, I wouldn't say 100%, uh, like the thing. So, let's see. He says, I think that's it. Thanks. And Sonic Mojo says, we love you. Thank you for spending your awesome holiday with us. Oh, no problem. That's my pleasure. Are you kidding me? I was like, should I do something? Should we do something exciting and fun for just us? And then William Blake Hall says, wanted Angelina Jolie, James McAvoy, Morgan Freeman as the bad guy. Yeah, really good. And Morgan Freeman as the bad guy was sort of like a surprise. It wasn't really blatantly the bad guy. And I love that. And it was like, oh. Monzo Kilburn says De Niro plays a retiree who shows up to be, oh, okay, I think I've read this one already. To at Hathaway's tech startup, the movie was okay, but the chemistry between those two was great. Oh, really? Oh, maybe it's worth seeing. Blasian Asian says the Flintstones shows to work. Oh, yes, 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 the Flintstones. Now, is that 1 or 2? I think because they had 2 different ones. I think I'm gonna put 1 and 2 because I think in both of them they had, like, work politics involved. And, William Blake calls this, "Which movies are the most officious?" Yes, I know, right? That's gonna be it's gonna take a little, like, digging, hours and hours of research, which I'm happy to do. And Keith E says, "I'm pretty sure that outsourced, there was also a short-lived series." Oh. And Keithy says, "It's Labor Day. Forget about the list and go for just go with the chat flow." Yes. And one good one says, "The Intern is the name of the movie with Anne Hathaway and De Niro." Absolutely. And Keithy says, "Yes, it's outsourced and it was a TV show. Awesome. Thanks so much. I want to see some old shows." Oh. And Adam is here. Hello, Adam. How are you? So good to see you. Says hi, RNG working girl with Melanie Griffith and Harrison Ford. If no one's mentioned it yet, yes, we have mentioned it, and it's such a wonderful movie for me. At least I love that. And guess what? My mommy likes that one too. She likes Working Girl quite a bit. And Steve says to Kilborn, yep, we've already covered that one. And Keith E says, I had to be a guest speaker at the Days In conference, and my joke was, um, could they please page Mr. Patel? I'm so lost on that one. And when Ace Moonshot says the Belco experiment employees hired only to find out is a battle royale. Last one alive wins. Pretty good. Oh, okay. It's like a horror movie. Ooh. And Jack says the movie was Hoffa. Danny DeVito plays his right hand man, and Amanda Sante as the mafia connection. Oh, I love Amanda Sante. It doesn't forget. Don't forget Sylvester Stallone union film Fist. Um, end badly for Stallone's career. Okay, we'll put down Fist. And Sonic Mojo says, yeah, the night shift is a perfect Michael Keaton and the Fonz. Oh, so cool. They play the Love Brokers. Oh, and wow, Henry Winkler is in that one. That I love him so much. And William Blake Hall says Monty Python's The Meaning of Life begins with a small movie all its own in the Crimson Permanent Assurance, a worker revolt turned an office building into a pirate ship. Oh, okay. The Crimson Permanent Assurance. Okay, so okay, I've got that. And Sonic Mojo says the microphone on this phone is killing me. I meant night shift, not night shift. I understood. And look, Moonbeam 87 is here. Hello, how are you? Says, hey Retro, happy Labor Day. Yes, happy Labor Day to you as well. And Rogu says the Rainmaker with Matt Damon and Danny DeVito as lawyers investigating the negligence of a company dumping illegal substance into the water that is killing people. Oh wow, okay. The Rainmaker. All right. Should we add stuff like the Devil's Advocate on there too? I mean, it is kind of like it won't be the most obviousest of all movies, but Devil's Advocate. Um, let's see. Oh, there was a movie. Oh, there was a movie with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. It's like sort of like a romance comedy. I would say that one. Was it like the proposal? I think it was called The Proposal. Betty White was in it. It was kind of good. It was funny. Uh, it had its moments. Let's see. Bonzo Kilborn says the courtroom dramas count, or do they get their own category? I'm sure they'll get their own category, but why not? I mean, I think they would. They I think they would. Um, it also depends on how much it's work related. Let's see. Moonbeam 87 says it was fun hanging out with your mom on your birthday, Retro Nerd Girl. Oh, thank you. Yes, I do love that stream. That was a great one. Um, a lot of these streams that I noticed, it's really cool to revisit them and check out what's going on there. So I'm like just double checking to make sure that the volume's on and that you guys can hear me because after earlier today, I just don't know if I should trust the things that I'm looking at on my own screen. So just checking up on that. Simply Steve says own category. We're listing office setting movies now. Yes, we are just talking about them gently. I do have some other lists that we can talk about later, but this is actually a nice. We got something going on here, and Ace Moonshot said the first kind of bombed. Actually, like it. Oh, the fist. Okay, yes. Um, and Keith E says, "Oh, almost 20 people here on a holiday. That's unreal." Yeah, yeah. Um, and William Blake Hall says, Bonza, I would say so. Lots of offices, lawyer drama. I recommend civil action, great cast led by John Travolta. Oh, okay. A civil action. Okay. Yeah, like something like the 12 Angry Men wouldn't make it, right? Because they're not there doing a job or anything. But something like, um, gosh, uh, oh, I think The Devil's Advocate is a good one. Also, there is another movie that's just escaping me. Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, um, and he says, you can't handle the truth. Tell me, what movie am I forgetting? What movie am I forgetting? And Ace Moonshot says, the great Teresa Wright was in The Rainmaker, her last film. Oh, and Baru says the proposal. Yes, the proposal. I did enjoy that film. I watch it on repeatedly on occasion. The only thing I don't like about movies like that sometimes is this whole like deceit kind of thing. Oh, we're gonna keep this a secret. We're gonna trick everybody into believing this thing. And a lot of movies like The Proposal. I noticed that the Hallmark Channel and a lot of other like like independent film companies will take those ideas and turn them into Christmas movies. So it's like they do that whole silly deception thing, and I'm like, oh no, just leave that part out, and get the two characters together. I know it's it's more dramatic when you have that, but I wish it didn't. And Kate E says the Marcel Marceau channel is complaining about yours and your voice feed. Oh, that's too bad. I wish them all the luck. And well, Jack says the success of Melanie Griffith in Working Girls spurred the release of Cherry 2000, which for me is far more entertaining. Don't watch Fist. Your time is far too precious. Oh man. And Bonzo Kilborn says, I asked because for lawyers and judge, it's an office of sorts. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, it is. Like, I think anything in a courtroom is good, as long like, trying to think of that. Yes, yes, yes. All the president we did put that on the list. Yes, All the President's Men, could definitely work, and I think it's great. Um, and Blazing Asian says, Die Hard, it takes place in an office building. And yes, it's a Christmas movie as well. Yes, we definitely added that one first almost. Oh yes, William, A Few Good Men, that's it. A Few Good Men, which is also like the pressure of what people have feel like they have to do for their job. Um, Yes, everybody's listing up. Thank you, Brogu. Thank you, Blazing Asian. Thank you, Simply Steve. Thank you, Unicorn Rampant Studio. Thank you, Bonzo Kilborn. You guys are awesome. And William Blakehall says lots of offices and other Jack Nicholson movie with Michelle Pfeiffer. Wolf. Oh, yes, that was very office heavy. Um, yes, yes, yes. Um, and and William Blake Hall says it evidently took a few good men to type a few good men. Yes, a few good men. Also, Sonic, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Yes. And Moonbeam says Henry Winkler films Night Shift, Waterboy, A Few Good Men with Jack and Jock and Tom that you're forgetting. Well, no, these aren't. We're not doing Henry Winkler films. We're doing films with that are in the setting of an office. That's what we're trying to do because of Labor Day. Like, and it can not doesn't have to be an office, but anything to do with like workers. Dealing with big businesses or dealing with offices and office lifestyle, um, uh, and things like that, things that people have to do for their jobs. Um, and not just like white collar jobs, or and also blue collar jobs as well. Um, And nothing like, the life of an assassin. We'll save that for a different stream. And Adam says, RoboCop 1987 begins and ends in the corporate boardroom, usually with employees getting shot to death. Oh, I'm gonna actually um, put a pencil on that. Like, we'll think about that. I'm not so sure if it actually covers like like uh, like jobs and workers and things like that. Uh, uh, office office lifestyles and things like that. Brogu says the firm with Tom Cruise as a lawyer who is working for a corrupt law firm that is working for the mafia. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about this one, The Firm. And didn't Grisham write a whole bunch of movies that were, sort of like this? I think there was The Net with Sandra Bullock. Let's see, The Firm. Wasn't there like The Pelican Brief? And Keith E says, "You can't handle the truth." Yes. And Simply Steve 68 says, then with the lawyer judge's office, you gotta love liar, liar. Yeah, of course. Liar, liar. And but going back to what Moonbeam had said, was Click also like office centric at all? I thought it was. Um, Remind me, guys, if it is. It's been a long time since I watched Click. Um,
or is it Bruce Almighty? That's the one I'm thinking of that has like more of an office setting. And what is going on? Hold on, everybody. It's so weird. Like, I'm sorry about that. And I had to take off my headphones just that quick. They got tangled in a knot. It's so funny. All right. Ace Moonshot says Lincoln lawyer. His office is Lincoln. Um, is that a TV show or a movie? Or is it both? I'm not sure. I never heard of the Lincoln lawyer other than the TV show. Bonzo Kilborn says we say secretary. Oh, yes. Yes, secretary. My gosh, that's a movie. Yes. Oh my God, that was actually surprisingly good. I sat down and watched it one day and I was like, what is this mess that I'm looking at here? And then like just sat down and just and just watched the whole thing, and I was like, wow, this is insane, but it's very good. James Spader, Maggie Gyllenhaal, just they were incredible, incredible. William Blake Hall says, "Good call, Steve Ace, Bonzo, liar, liar, Lincoln lawyer, secretary, all solid." And Blazing Asian says, Punk Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. A lot of scenes with him at his office. Okay. Punk Drunk Love. And Simply Steve says, uh, used cars. Oh, well, and you just reminded me, car wash too. That is all about workers trying to get through their day. Love that movie so much. Car wash. Oh, just takes you right back to the 1970s again. And Sonic Mojo says, how about the Justice for All with Al Pacino? I think that one is also great. And it spent the whole day in court, which is office, which is office labor. Okay. So it's called Justice for All. I've never seen that one. William Blake Call says Grisham did not write the net. He did give us Pelican Grief, a runaway jury, the client, Time to Kill. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying he did it, but I was just listing off like movies that were like in that genre. Yeah, the net, the one with Sandra Bullock was something. I have no idea why I mentioned it, but it has to do with that same kind of conspiracy theory kind of thing, the Pelican Grief. Um, Runaway Jury. Thank you for listing these two. The Client, A Time to Kill. Okay. Oh, Moonbeam, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Well, I knew you liked Henry Milk, so I threw out those for you to look up later. I knew that A Few Good Men was what you were forgetting. Ah, Thank you. You're so sweet to me. Thank you. And Brogan says, yes, you're right. Retro Pelican Greet was Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts. Yes. And William Blake calls Sonic. Yes, I once even sent Retro Pacino's famous rant from the end of Justice for All. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I saw that and it was really good. It was really good. But it was very good, actually. Very good. And Moonbeam 87 says, click might be Adam Sandler with a remote. Yes, he's got a remote and got a remote. So I can remember it. I thought he had some office interactions, but I'm not sure. Jack says, if you like military courtroom settings, try Kane Mutiny. Humphrey Bogart's time on the stand should have gotten a best actor bonus. Typhoon from a small on a small warship. And William Blake Hall says the Lincoln Lawyer was Matthew McConaughey movie before it was a TV show. Okay, I totally was not. Eh, you know when things happen in the all across the globe, and you just don't know anything about it. It's like a blackout in that particular area, like, that's what Lincoln Lawyer, at, with Matthew McConaughey Hay was for me. It was completely, like, did not know it existed until this very moment. So wild. Moonbeam 87 says Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty are the newsroom politics BRB gotta go AFK to fly the flag. Um, uh, oh, okay, but I'm gonna add Bruce Almighty because I thought Bruce Almighty. Mighty, and then Evan Almighty. Why don't we throw in Anchorman? Since it's like about since we're talking about the same subject, Anchorman too. That and Anchor 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2. Um, let's see. Simply Steve says Click was short, sort of a sci-fi where Adam Sandler's character fast forwards to his life in a dream and has Christopher Walken as remote control giver at a strange Bed Bath and Beyond store. And Ace Moonshine says that Lincoln Lawyer Matthew McConaughey movie came long before the series. And Rolu says we might as well put down the 1981 Terminator. Remember when he drove that police station? No, no, no. They were working in an office. Yeah. I'm not falling for that one. And yes, I understood what you meant. And Jack says, William, the opening statement scene from Justice for All is on YouTube. Um, yes, yes, that's what he sent me. One of the greatest monologues ever delivered. Yes, he sent it to me by email, and it was absolutely incredible. I loved it. And V is here. Hello, V. How are you? Says, was the secret of my success mentioned? Yes, it was definitely mentioned. Oh man. Uh, and Asian Blasian Asian says Boiler Room with Giovanni Ribisi, similar to Wolf on Wall Street, but not as good. Okay, Boiler Room. Um, okay, and Simply Steve says Boiler Room was Vin Diesel's first movie, I believe. Oh, really? That's going way back. And Jack says Justice for All is a very good film, but kind of dark, with just a few moments, a few glimmers of hope in the criminal court system. And Ace Moonshot says Rainmaker was Grisham, um, was that too? Um, I'm not sure. And did we say Glenn Ross Bonzo? Yes, we did. We did add that one. And let's see. Ace Moonshot says uh, a pro- propos of nothing. I met Tom Cruise when he was filming The Firm. He had lunch with us. Oh, cool. My goodness. That sounds like awesome. And broadcast news. Okay. Unicorn Rampant Studio mentions broadcast news. You could even say the howling, right? Howling has a part of it that was like an anchor woman, but I think it was more like news reporting. Oh, at a moment where you touch something and you guys probably don't know, but when you have long nails, and sometimes especially because it's so warm, my nails want to bend, which is great, but that means that they could break. And network, yes, we've got network down, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says Ghostbusters is all about creating jobs. It is, and and Moonbeam says, "All right, Retro Nation, I'm back. The flags waving in the breeze, awesome." And William Blake also is saying, "Cool to Ace." And Ace is saying, "Broadcast news: Holly Hunter, Albert Brooks, William Hurt." And Sonic Mojo says, spending the whole afternoon thinking about this, I really think my brain just exploded and turned into an office complex. Sorry about that. And Blasian Aiden says, the company meant with Ben Affleck. Oh, that's cool. Well, hopefully, I'm going to end this session for now, and with this, and I'll pose another question to you that's different, just to spice things up a little. But hopefully, this was to, like, if you um, are interested in watching and seeing new movies, you're a film lover, that maybe one of these movies may pique you an interest to watch. Like, for sure, I now have to watch Repo Man. That is one of the things is on my list. Let's see, company net. Um, so hopefully it won't be too bad. I hope this will be beneficial to anyone watching, and you guys too. Sonic Mojo says Justice for All is a dark movie. There's lots of comedic parts, so it doesn't feel as harsh. Oh, okay, and Kathy says, okay, the longest yard is about teamwork. And Moonbeam says, Holes, 2003, starring Shia LaBeouf and Henry Winkler. Shia is sent to prison labor camp to dig holes for Sigourney Weaver and John Voight. Um, and Costello is here. Hello, Costello. How are you? Says Roddy Piper and Police Academy. Michael Winslow are in by a cell. Oh, okay. And Jack says lots of great films in this stream, but I have to light the grill. Oh, well, have fun. Okay, light the grill. Watch it. You gotta watch it very carefully, and when you get a minute to relax, then come back and hang out with us. And then Kingdom of Nerds says hello, everyone. Oh, so good to see you, Kingdom of Nerds. William Blake Hall says, well, hey, I have a great movie in its own right with lots of offices. The Accountant, starring Ben Affleck. Yeah, let's make sure that we got this down. Accountant. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says everyone should watch Brazil for sure. Brazil is just one of those incredible movies that should blow your mind, and it holds up for a lot of things, and the social commentary is incredible. I do love me some Brazil. And Sonic Mojo says, absolutely, Reaper Man has got to be on top of the list. Oh, yeah, I'm really impressed to watch it now for sure, sure. And William Blake also has got to go to thy grill, Jack, and all the best. Yes. And Keith E says, okay, I think we've just killed the topic. Well, it's a very. I think we've exhausted so many. I think right now I'm gonna say we have like close to 88 um, movies that we've unsheathed, if you will. And Costello says the Dream Team with Christopher Lloyd and Michael Keaton was good. So I never seen that. Let's see. I'll write that down. Dream Team. Um, and Ace Moonshot says Reaper Man has to be one of the greatest character actors. One of the greatest character actors ever, Harry Dean Stanton. And William Boyd Collins says, "Avenge me." And Costello says, The Mighty with Sharon Stone is a stellar film. Oh, cool. Um, Unicorn Rampant Studios says, Happy Labor Day. Did anyone mention The Shining? A work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Oh my God, that is definitely very much an interesting one, I would say. I want to thank you for this amazing gift. Let's see if I can. Um, I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna do something a little bit different than I usually do. I'll do this one because I do love this one. I do love when she falls off that windowsill. She's so cute. And Costello says, "Baby Boom with oh yes, oh my gosh, yes, Baby Boom." Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, and Thrash Ponder Ponds is here. Hello, Thrash. How are you? Oh my gosh, says, hey, cats and kittens having some internet issues, but had to say hi. Oh my goodness, yes, it's not easy. Across the country, we're all very, very hot. And Sonic Mojo says that's crazy when we started. I think we could get more than 5 at the most. Yes, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of movies that fulfill that bill, and Thrash Panda Pond says Reaper Man is the quintessential 80s flick, isn't it? That's what I've been hearing. I've never seen it, actually officially, so I can't wait to actually dig into that movie. I can't wait. It seems to be something that everybody loves, and I wanna be a part of the I wanna be a part of the, the group of people who are like, "Yes, I love it." So, I'm probably going to. Keith E says, "Part 2 Monday." No way. Uh, we're done. I think after this, we don't need that subject matter. I actually have another, um, topic for you, and while we're, doing that, I think the last time um, we were talking about watch parties that I was going to do on the channel, but I wanted to throw it out to you guys. If there are any other movies, um, any movies in particular that you guys um, would love to see watch parties of, because I do have. Let me do a real quick. Um, um, quickly like go through the watch parties that are happening so far. So, okay, Logan's Run is next week. Oh, sorry, that would be this week. We're Monday, so this week is Logan's Run this Saturday coming up. Then Soylent Green. I was thinking there's gonna be like a whole bunch of um, classic horror movies from like early horror movies happening um, in October and late September. But other movies that I wanted to kind of approach, um, Dragon Slayer is one. Um, Lady Hawk is one as well too, because Lady Hawk, I think I'll have to get a copy of it. So I don't think I don't have a copy of Lady Hawk. Copy of Lady Hawk. No, I don't have a copy of Lady Hawk. So I want to do Lady Hawk, just don't have a copy of it. There's The Never Ending Story and The Labyrinth. Of course, I know that you guys want me to do Silent Running. That's one that you guys have mentioned quite a few times that you want me to do. Um, and let's just see. Uh, let's see. Journey to the Center of the Earth. I do have a copy of, and I'd love to watch that with you guys. Um, Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's one that let's see if I have a copy of it. I do have a copy of that. So I'd like to watch that with you guys. Um, uh, The Man Who Fell to Earth with David Bowie. That's one that I would love to do. Um, and there's a whole bunch more. Let me see this one. There's a whole bunch more, but for the most part, um, I wanted to know if you guys had some that were out there that I didn't think of that maybe would fulfill that like science fiction retro feel. Talk to me, let me know what you're thinking about that. So just throwing that out at you as um, just before we say good day. Let's see. Um, and let's see. Brogu says, I have to leave now. Good night, everyone. Special good night to Retro Nerd Girl. Take care. Oh, well, great having a great conversation. You had so many wonderful things to say. Really appreciate you. Uh, Take care. Have a good night. And let's see. Uh, and Moonbeam says, "Oh, that's a nice one." Audrey Hepburn and Charlie Chapman. Isn't that nice? I love those two. And William Blake Hall says, "My mother's favorite movie is 1952 Aikuru, about a dying office worker trying to finally achieve something in his life. British um, 2002 remake was called Living." Interesting. Aikuru. Um, I'll write it down. Oh, you know what? Another one that The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, the original, not the the remake. I love that movie so much, so much. I was really furious when they remade that movie. Um, and Costello says a great film with a ghost, Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme. No retreat, no surrender. Uh, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says Johnny Be Good. Oh, wow, that takes it back. But isn't Johnny Be Good like? Isn't he like a kid who's Isn't he like a football player? I'll put a question mark on that. Yeah, isn't he a football player in that? Keith E says, Sonic, I agree. I was hard pressed to think of anything beyond Office Space. And Rose is saying bye to everyone. Uh, and Costellar says, there goes the neighborhood with Jeff Daniels and Catherine O'Hara is quirky fun. Oh, yes. Um, and everyone saying hello to each other. Um, and Moonbeam 87 says maybe hold unless you don't think so. Oh, I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to look at it again. I did see it a long time ago, but I didn't feel like it was necessarily, it felt like kids detention. The kids were put in that situation because they were naughty, naughty or whatever, and then there was like a criminal situation. Not so much dealing with actual like workers that you know that are doing jobs and having like issues with their boss necessary. They are technically, but it's like sort of it's almost like a prison camp that they're in, um, and they're being taken advantage of. So it's kind of like an iffy one. And let's see, Dark Star. Dark Star maybe too much of a fantasy. Even though they are, they're doing it, it is office in space, but it may be too far out there, too far out. And Unicorn is saying hello to Thrash. Um, and William Blake Hall is like, yes, I don't know, spaceship as an office. Then we'll have to add a whole bunch of them. Got to add aliens and a whole bunch of them. The thing about this should be that the main problem is how these characters in the movie are dealing with their bosses and the bosses with them. Like it should, or dealing with work as a thing. Um, uh, and who's influencing them and all that. Um, and Costello says Ghost Chase and Making Contact are eerie films at with heart and danger. Is okay. I'm not sure if those will work. I've never seen those two. Um, is it about an office or is it about like workers or something? Um, or let me know. Ace Moonshine says Lionel Hurts is suing Never Ending Story for false advertising, I think. Oh, really? That sounds weird. Moonbeam 87 says, I invented Sploosh. It was originally a fictional dandruff shampoo ad, and I did an art class uh, in when I was in 6th grade. And Wingblade Call says, I love Creature from the Black Lagoon. My gateway science fiction. As a boy, I was watching TV and I saw the creature. I had no idea what I was seeing. Just knew it. I liked it. Oh, that is so sweet. Yes. The Creature from the Black Lagoon is just, oh my gosh, an incredible story. And the filmmaking that was going on there was so simple, and they were able to do a lot of complex things in that movie that I just absolutely still admire. And Casella says, "Cool world with Brad Pitt and Kim Basinger as a dancer, crude humor, sex appeal." What? Okay, Castilla, what are we naming? Why are we naming this one? Tell me why you're naming these movies, please. If are these suggestions for me to do a watch party of? I might be able to do Cool World. I think I have a copy of that. Or um is this for the previous subject matter? I'm a little confused. Ace says Dark Star Carpenter's first film, cheesy take on 2000. Um, and Casteller says Mouse Hunt is charming. Yeah, you're definitely mentioning a lot of movies I don't know anything about. And Thrash Panda Bun says I'm downloading my retrospect on Day of Triffids at the same time. So my computer is a tad overburdened at this time. Oh, I could totally understand. Absolutely. Yeah, uploading can be a real pain, but also trying to do other things with your computer while you're doing that. It's like, ah. And then if you're editing it or you're exporting your video, oh gosh, it could be tied up for hours. And Ace Moonshot says, I crew in my top 10. Uh, Nye was good in the remake, but just doesn't compare for me. I need to see that then. Oh, any Thrash says, any thoughts on Night of the Comet? Yes, there. It is actually on my list to watch during the Halloween season. So that is going to happen. Let me see if I can pull up my document for the live stream so I can take a look at it really quickly. See what day I'm doing it. I'm going to be doing it Saturday, um, the October. Is that the 14th or the 15th? Um, it will be. Let me double check my calendar. Saturday the 14th, I think. Mm, I believe so. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if my numbers are correct. It's either the 14th or the 13th, but it's on a Saturday, Night of the Comet watch party. So that's when I'll be doing Night of the Comet. Um, and for now, guys, my uh, I'm gonna be doing the watch parties like I did last week, the same time period, because it's just gonna work out um, better for me to do it early. Um, you know, sorry about that, but that's my new time. Sorry about. I hope everybody can still join me. Um, and let's see. Uh, And Moonbeam 87 says, "Good one with Danny Kaye. Yeah, I was upset when they remade Walter Mitty with Ben Stiller. Yeah, and I do like Ben Stiller. It was just no, you can what okay, Danny Kaye is just so special. And what he was able to do in that movie, especially with taking it into this fantasy realm and making it just so much fun with all of the dance sequence. He's an excellent dancer, physical performer. And so it was incredible. My other favorite movie with Danny Kaye is definitely Hans Christian Andersen. I'm always in tears at the end of that movie. So yeah, that's kind of wild. Um, and Casilla says Heart and Souls has Robert Downey Jr., which deals with the afterlife. Um, I don't know, Costello, is that one you wanna, suggest for the watch party? I'm thinking that's what you're doing. You're suggesting movies for watch parties. I don't know. Talk to me. Tell me. Angels in the Outfield is a good family film. And Ace Moonshot says Streets of Fire, Walter Hill, Michael Parr, Daniel Lane, Diane Lane, Rick Moranis, William Defoe. Yes, Streets of Fire was great. You know, Streets of Fire, I think Outcast Creative really likes that movie, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe we'll have him join us for that if he's up for it. And Ace Moonshot says, I didn't mean Dark Star as an office. I mean as a live stream. Oh, okay. So thank you. That's where the confusion was. I was like, which one is it? Okay, so oh man, yes. This is LOL. Yes, thank you for Yes, okay. So Dark Star, as one to watch. I don't know if I have a copy, so I'm actually gonna write that down right now on my list. Dark Star. All right, guys. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing. Um, we're fully into it now. Okay, so Streets of Fire. Uh, and I've never heard of Night Flyer, so that one I don't even know. Um, can't guarantee that all or any of these will be used, but at least they'll be on my radar. Um, oh, Slipstream with Mark Hamill. Now I don't have that. I don't have that one. I saw this a long time ago. Was not a huge fan. Um, but it's been a while, so I wouldn't mind watching it one more time just to see. And Flash from the Pond says, love S what's SOF, like if Hooper painting became an action musical. Um Streets of Fire. Yes, okay. Yeah. It has the musical elements at the same time. So I don't know. Yeah, that one I definitely wanna try to do a something with that. And William Blake Hall says the movie Breach, about the true story of exposing the worst spy in the FBI stories, is very much about office work and the pressures of a difficult relationship with one's boss. Okay, thank you. Okay, so guys, uh, William Blake Hall did it like right. He told me exactly what category I'm writing this down on my list. So, uh, breach. I'm not sure. Like some of these, I'm like not sure which one category they're supposed to be. And Costello says, "Enemy Mine Sci-Fi with Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid." Uh, yes, I'm not sure if I have that one, but yes, I'll write that down on my list. Also, if somebody mentions something that you really like, let also repeat it so that way, and like if you really want me to watch it, will be, taking note of that, because then I can say, "Oh, like a lot of people really do want me to watch this." Like you guys wanted me to watch Outland, and we managed to get that. And Castillo mentions Flight of the Navigator. I don't have that one. And Moonbeam says, "That's why I said maybe Holes and left it to Retro to decide, because it's a prison camp for kids." Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it is. But Cool World was 1992. Cool World is the one you want me to do a watch party for, right? Am I getting that right? And I'm not sure if I have a copy of it. Oh, look who's here. Oh, the good Austin says happy Labor Day retro. Happy Labor Day to you as well, good Austin. Oh my god, good, so good to see you. And Keith E says, I think the bird watcher thermometer has parked the Office movies. Yes, hopefully. And um, uh, Dash Pandapan says, loved Enemy Mine, Hell in the Pacific set up in space. Yes. And Hungry Jerk is here and says, you're on. Great. Oh, awesome. And right now we're just mentioning any movies that you think would be great for a live watch party. So, okay, Costello mentions The Dungeon Master. Wow, I don't have that one either. uh, Gin Master. And Hungry Jerk says, met the ladies from Comet 7 years ago at a free event. Hmm. What is Comet 7? Never heard of it before. Oh, you mean the the night of the comet. Oh, yeah. Ace Moonshot says night of the comet when the Leonard's meteor shows occur. Yes, and um, uh, I'm not sure what that. It says Ikuru. I think so. I think that's what you're saying. Um, Hungry Jerk is saying hi to Dash Pons is saying hi to Hungry Jerk. Let's see. And Moonbeam says Night of the Comet is free with ads. Um, Oh, you mean on Tubi? Yes, it's on Tubi. And Sonic Mojo says Night of the Comic. Yeah, okay, so great. I'm so glad you guys really like that. I'm gonna be doing Night of the Comet. This one's great. Um, and there may be some scary parts for me because you know how I feel about zombies. But it might be a smidge too scary for me. And Costello says Catherine Mary Stewart was in Night of the Comet, Last Starfighter, Weekend at Bernie's. And Ace Moonshot says, I will always think of Hopper when I watch Streets of Fire now. It's living rent free in my brain now. um, let's see. I'm just gonna zoom down a little bit, guys. I hope you don't mind, just to catch up with you. Um, Oh, and Costello says Krull is a good sci-fi fantasy. And yes, I already did a watch party for that on the channel, so do check it out if you happen to miss it. Um, and eh, Moonbeam says Hans Christian Andersen, starring Danny Kaye, is also free with on Tubi with ads. Yeah, um, yeah, I love that movie so much, so much. It's really great. And Circuitry Man, Costello says, as a sci-fi flick recommendation. And that's one I'm pretty certain I saw some time ago. It's a little bit on the cheesy side, but I don't mind too much the cheesy stuff. And Hungry Jerk says I just watched Mark Hamill on 8 is enough for a season. Oh wow. Yeah, that's going way back. And Raj says, got to split, but thanks RNG. Happy Labor Day to everyone. Oh, thank you for being here. It was really a pleasure having you to join us. And the seller says, Space Hunter with Molly Ringwald, Ernie Hudson, Michael Ironside. Yes. Um, that one I actually my mom actually took me to see that in the theater and I loved it. Um, and Ace is mentioned The Navigator, a medieval odyssey, most black and white, black, black time travel story. Do you have a year for me on that? Because I think I might encounter some problems finding that. Um, and Sonic Mojo says, okay, so what we're doing now, sci-fi? We could do sci-fi. I mean, these are movies that I want to do watch parties on. Um, uh, and oh, okay, and says Black Plague time travel, mostly black and white. Okay, and Costello says I love Frequency sci-fi film. Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel. It could be good live stream. Yes, I just got a Frequency, so that's let me just put a Frequency for sure. Um, yes, and Keith East got it. I think the current topic is future movies that you should do a watch party on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get more insight on what you guys would mind watching. Because I know that I have certain movies that I really like to watch, um, sort of as an educational thing, and just to make sure we have that on the channel. But I also want to see what you guys want to watch too. William Blake Hall says, I've already emailed Sleeper, Dark Star, Bakaru Banzai, Galaxy Quest, Mystery Men. Yes, and Buckaroo Banzai I've already done a watch party for. I don't know if you may have, it must have been like in the early days of live streaming, so you might have missed it. But yeah, I did a one for that one. The Sleeper, I don't know, so I'll have to find out about it. Um, and Dark Star for sure, which I already have written down. Galaxy Quest is on my personal list of movies that I'd like to review, not just review, but also um, I'll do a watch party of. So we're on the same place there. And then Mystery Men, of course. Um, I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. So, and another vote for Enemy Mine. Oh wow, Flight of the Navigator, the film that set my feet on film reviewing. Oh really? Oh, I don't have the Flight of the Navigator. Um, so I'll make sure I have that there. And oh, where's Enemy Mine? We can put an extra Enemy Mine. There we go. The Enemy Mine, I do believe I have a copy. I think I have a copy. Costello says, the Philadelphia experiment. Okay. And William Blake Hall says, all of YouTube has reacted to Galaxy Quest, but we can still have our turn. Yes, we can. Always, we can always have our turn. And Costello says, Strange Invaders. Ooh, the Puppet Masters are great films. Um, the Puppet Masters probably not. For me, it's not my kind of film. Um, I have seen it and I did enjoy it, but not sure. I might change my mind. Don't hold me to that. Don't. I'll write it down. The Puppet Masters. I'm not a fan of horror movies that are like, let's get a group of people and let's pick them off one by one, and like I hate that formula. But I don't mind a movie that kind of has a purpose for doing that. Um, so I'll have to see the Puppet Master one more time to make that decision. But I have, late night television, of course, definitely have seen it at least once, or twice. Oh, a Fright Night is one that I do have that that would be nice to watch with you guys. And Sonic Mudger says, when I was a kid, I wanted to marry Catherine Mary Stewart. Oh, so cool. I was actually on a bus and she was on a bus. It was weird. I was like, oh, that's that lady from those movies I used to like in the 80s. Um, and Sonic Mudger says, wait, what am I talking about? I still want to marry her. Ah, you're so sweet. I do believe she has if I'm not mistaken, she has um, a channel on YouTube. Like she does like a podcast. Don't hold me to that, but I think so. I think so. And Casella says Nemesis Part One is good action film. Yes, of course, of course. I'm a big fan of Nemesis. So, um, I'm a big, big fan of Nemesis. Ooh, Ace, this is a great one. Plan 9 from Outer Space. That is a good one. Oh my god. Um, and Sonic Mojo says, "How about Altered States?" Uh, not a no. I need to see it again. It's been so long. Um, it's a kind of a disturbing movie, so um it's a little tough to watch that and still feel good by the end. You're like, "Ah." It's a little draining, but, we'll see. I'm gonna put that down because, well, first of all, it's a classic movie, and, it's one of those movies that deserves, like, a really in-depth, review at some point. Definitely a review is coming at some point, but, uh, and, when Blake Hall says, "How easily we forget Peter Strauss." Yes, for, The Forbidden Zone, Space Hunter and the Forbidden Zone. Love that movie. Um, like I said, my mom took me to see that movie, and we loved that movie together. Um, um, and I think that's the cool thing about me and my mom is we have a lot of we have a similar taste in movies. Usually when she says that a movie is really good, I can't I don't disapprove or I don't disagree. So Costello says the astronaut's wife with Charlize Theron and Johnny Depp. I don't think I've seen this. Um, and I think I haven't seen it, so I don't know what it's about. But from what I can gather, there may be better movies to watch before we get to that one. You know what I mean? Let's get to the juicy ones. I do want to do Planet of Vampires at one point. Um, Cause that movie is it's so good. So good. So good. Another vote for, oh, this you're telling me the date, 1988. Thank you so much. It's gonna make it so much easier to find it. Um, Unicorn Rampant Studio is saying Altered States is thrilling. Oof. I'm gonna have to, get ready for that one psychologically. It's been a while. Costello says, "Rise of the Planet of the Apes." Rise of the Planet of the Apes. How does that sound? That's like the new grouping of Planet of the Apes. I want to go through the old ones first, though. So I'm gonna go through the older Planet of the Apes first before the new ones. Um, because I do want to get into the new ones, but uh, later on down the line. Um, did we ever do the day the Earth stood still yet? Did we? I think we did. Yeah, I'm not sure if we did. I hope we did. All right. Outlander with Jim Caviezel. Um, let's see. Let's try to get some older movies because I think those are the ones that are, to find those older gems. What is the frequency? Kenneth, that an REM song. Um, is that an REM song? Frequency. I think is just a movie. I think that's what they were talking about, but I could be wrong. Um, Good, you're still on. How about John Carpenter's They Live? Well, actually, I'm gonna be doing a watch party with Lorena next week. I think next Friday. Um, so it won't. If I do one on my channel, it probably won't be until like maybe next year. Um, but They Live um, is yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. And Costellar says Flash Gordon. We did look at Flash Gordon. We had a Flash Gordon month. We did the older Flash Gordon serials, um, two different movies, and then we also did Flash Gordon 1980 as well. And Ace is mentioning Solaris. Solaris. That, that's one. And Beyond the Skyline. Never heard of that. So Beyond the Skyline. And yes, how about They Live? Yes. Um, yeah, uh, yeah, I'm gonna be doing it next week on Lorena Creole's channel. Um, and I'm not sure if she's gonna do it live or she's gonna record it and then post it. So um, keep an eye out. I'll let you guys know from in the community tab. Casilla says, yes, They Live is excellent. It's a wonderful film. Uh, Sonic says, the Philadelphia Experience, a classic. Invaders, can't go wrong with that one. Okay, so another one, Forbidden Planet. Yes, and I believe that's on my list for sure. But I'm gonna also make sure that I have it highlighted. And John Carpenter's Escape from New York. This is a great one, Brogu. Weird Science, Kingdom of Nerds. Thank you. Nice. Okay. Um, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Ooh, Ace. Now that okay. Because there's the two of them. There's the older one, and then the more recent one. Because so I could do like a double week. I think it's 54 and 70, 78 or 76. Sure. Soldier with Kurt Russell, sci-fi. I love that movie so much. Mm. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to Soldier just yet because it's um but I'll write it down because it yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to Soldier just yet. But I want to write it down. Costellar says Serenity is a personal favorite of mine with Summer Glau and Nathan Fillion. Oh, yeah, that might be too modern. Just yet. Um, and Gustella mentioned Starman with Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen. Now, I don't have a copy of that, but you know what? I do feel like Starman needs more attention, and so I need to like get myself a copy of that, and so I can take a look at that again. Let's revisit it. It's due for a revisit, right? And you know another one that's due for revisit, Cocoon. I would love to look at Cocoon again. Again, this is not one that I even own, so um, just would love to. And we got another vote for Space Hunter. Strauss was the a great lead. Okay. And Sonic Mojo says, sounds like your mom is a real special lady. Yes, she is. She certainly is. Ace Winchett says, uh, David's People's Road Soldier, a blood of heroes, Unforgiven. He writes, he writes great characters. Oh, really? David Peoples. And Titan AE, an animated film, yes. I'm gonna write that down. Just we haven't even gotten to our animated phase yet, which I can't wait. But I do want to do Fire and Ice for sure. Fire and Ice would be great. And Stargate and Independence Day. Um, okay. William Blake Hall says, barely with more than an hour long, unusual sci-fi horror fiend without a face. Yes, Costellar, Titan AE is good. I'm going to cut out now. Be well and all and see some of you in the 2 days in 2 days for Ahsoka. Yes. Thank you so much. Hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of your night. Uh, let's see. Independence Day. Fiend without a face. Uh, okay. Yes, thank you for hanging out with us for 2 hours and a half. So thank you so much. Um, see. And, oh yes, Brogu says I did do the day the earth stood still. And Costello says Pitch Black and Riddick films. They may be too modern just yet. Didn't want to go into Pitch Black or Riddick just yet. And Costello says Moon 44 with Michael Parr. I've never heard of that. And oh wow, the sun just came back out. Big deal. And what's the frequency? The reporter and anchor Dan Rather was attacked from the street by a crazy guy that kept shouting, "What's the frequency?" Kenneth became the meme before memes. Oh, I don't remember this. Keith E says, CDG, you're almost getting to the, oh, yes, thank you. Yes, Keith E is saying I need to catch up. Yes, thank you. And Costello says, a Cocoon sci-fi flick. Yes, it is really, really good. And batteries not included. And Ace says, Body Snatchers has tons of remakes, homages, and pastiches. Yeah, it does, and basically the first two were the best in my opinion. He says, oh, okay, okay. Thank you for mentioning that. And then Brogu says, I know Christine is one of your favorite horror movies. Do you think you would like to do a watch party for it soon? Oh man. Uh, we'll see. Um, let me write it down. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot about Christine. They're like, I mean, when you think of like Christine and then like all of the Stephen King movies, wow. I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole. That's like a whole nother thing. And Moonbeam says, all cut up retro, and you're coming in loud and clear. Invasion of the Body Snatchers was 56 and 78. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. Okay. Great, great, great. Well, guys, I think that should conclude the session for today. I think we had a good one, right? 2 hours and 30 minutes. So much fun. We talked about so many movies. We did. We did talk about so many amazing movies. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys who were mentioning all of the different movies that we had, um, that we talked about. And Ace is sliding in one more. Oh, just this is the last one, guys. Ace Moonshot says, a trip to the moon, George Méliès, 1902, only about 20 minutes. Yes, and I'm not sure if I should do one that small, or I could do like a whole bunch of small little watch party ones. Um, so we'll see. We'll see if that works. I was also thinking about a friend of mine who stopped by the channel, wanted to do a special um thing. Oh, thank you, Moonshot. Thank you, Moonshot. This is so sweet of you. Oh my goodness. Have a good one all. Well, thank you. Let me get you a nice thank you. Uh, let's see. We'll get you this one. Love that. Love that music. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. And Keith E says, thanks for spending a portion of your Labor Day with us. I'm sure it's greatly appreciated by everyone. Oh, thank you so much, Keith E. I appreciate you guys as well. It's so nice to be able to do something together. And, with the holidays and stuff like that, it can be kind of, um, it can be really quiet, and it's kind of nice to spend it with people who think are sharing in a lot of the same things you like movies, and you know how much I love movies, and like to talk about it at nauseum, and just the experiences that we all remember. Um, with our favorite movies. And oh my God, Brogu, this is so sweet. A super sticker. That is adorable. Let me see on this one what it must be. Uh, okay, looks like my computer froze on that side. Um, oh, look, it's a cutie. It's a like a what would you call that thing? It's so adorable. It's in a chair making all those moves. Thank you so much. That is wonderful. Let me get you a wonderful little thank you. Oh man, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh man. It's a hippo, right? Yes, I thought it was a hippo. Yes, okay. So cute. Uh, yes, yes, and definitely like thank you guys for being here and again all of the really cool things that you guys had to say about the different movies, all your suggestions, and I have got so many notes. Look at all the notes I've got. I got one page here. I've got uh, another page that's just full of stuff, just full of notes. So this is good. This will keep me on track to know like the kinds of things that you guys like, what you're, so we can stay sort of like on the same page. Because sometimes I can get wrapped up into my own like idea of what I want to do on the channel, and not really, it's nice to be able to think about you guys when I'm making some of the decisions. I think of look at this one, so many movies, so little time. That should be my motto, really, right there. So many, so many movies, so little time. Okay, yes. Okay, so guys, I see a lot of people are saying their goodbyes, and I do have a little 3-minute video where you can do while you're saying goodbye. I can post those up on there. And also, I hope you guys have a wonderful, enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you in the next video. Without further ado, I bid you adieu. Take care.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.